see what colour hides beneath this box. Trust me, this one changes with the light. So, treasured viewer, please join me for a closer look and listen. So, remember that sound from before, the one wrapped in this paper box. This is what it's guarding. An Iolite tennis bracelet, hand set in 14-carat white gold. And there we have it. Something very different on my channel, but I thought I would bring something different. And as you can see, these are Baguette-cut Iolite stones. And there's around about 55 individually Baguette-cut stones. Wow, look at the flexibility. But a little bit about the actual gemstone. It comes from the Greek word Ios, which just means the colour violet. But it's never just one colour. You turn it once and you'll see blue, tilted again, and a soft smoky grey can appear. That's because Iolite is pleochronic. It basically shows different hues depending on the light's angle. But what do you think of this piece? And are you happy that I brought something different to the channel? Any comments would be grateful. But a little bit more about the actual gemstone. They actually once called it the Viking's compass. So long before compasses were carved or forged, sailors used thin slices of Iolite to navigate by sunlight. So it's shifting blue, revealing the direction of the sun, and this is even on a cloudy day. Wow. But a little bit more about the design. Look, even that you would worry if you're seeing that, wouldn't you? But it's so fluid, so well made. This is 14-carat gold. And look at that shimmer. But about the design, this particular was inspired by Nordic patterns. So each link is shaped to mirror the icy fjord waves of Scandinavia, and you can see the inspiration has been captured in these beautiful gems. Wow, that is stunning. Look at that. But this was actually cut, the gemstones were cut in India, which is a city famed for its gem cutters. And I was told that each iolite had to be aligned in the same orientation, otherwise their shifting tones would clash. A bracelet, I guess, like this isn't just assembled, it's orchestrated. Look at that. But a little bit more about the actual tennis bracelet. Itself has a lot of history of elegance and endurance. It first appeared in the Art Deco era in the 1920s, where a lot of jewellery design does originate from, when jewellers began setting rows of stones into sleek, flexible gold or platinum bands. But it wasn't really until the 1970s, when the name tennis bracelet was born, when a tennis player, I believe it was Chris Everett, lost her diamond bracelet mid-match and asked for the game to be paused until it was found. So that moment made this style iconic, linking the grace and the strength in one simple line of light and delight. But some other famous wearers of the tennis bracelet. It's been adorned on the wrists of Princess Diana, who often paired hers with her sapphire jewels, and Meghan Markle, who wears one gifted by Prince Charles, now King Charles, of course, and even Jennifer Aniston and Serena Williams have embraced the design. Proof that its quiet brilliance really does transcend generations and style. But I often get asked this by customers, so I've started to mention it in my videos, just if anybody was unsure. But to clean anything, any piece of jewellery like this, just use a soft cloth and warm water. Try not to use any harsh chemicals. Some dish soap should be fine. Just a small smidgen, or from harder gemstones such as diamonds, sapphires, rubies, as they may scratch. As on the Mohs scale, this stone hovers around 7 to 7.5 on the Mohs scale. Still plenty of resilience and grace, but definitely strong enough to wear every day. Don't lock this one away for special occasions. Wear it every day, and as soon as you put this on your wrist, it will really lift your spirits in an instant. But I always find there's something very personal about this gem, but some say it calms indecision. It helps to align your inner compass, like it once guided sailors. But a customer of mine tells me that she used to wear Iolite quite a few years ago, before a decision that changed everything. She was indecisive about a job offer, couldn't make her mind up, and for whatever reason she went to a jewellery box, wanted to change an item of jewellery. She used to wear a gold band, a gold bangle, and she had an Iolite tennis bracelet very much like this. Put it on, thought nothing more of it. A couple of days later, she made a decision. She took the new job, left her old one, and she said it was the best decision she had ever made. So maybe there is some truth in it. But tell me, if you turn this stone to your hand right now, what colour would you see first? Blue, grey, or violet? At some point you will see them all. Each viewer will always see something different, and that's what I love most about Iolite. It never settles for one truth, and it's just the clasp will just lift and fasten underneath like that, and it's secure. These clasps are really good. They're not going anywhere. But let's get this piece wrapped up. You can hear the weight of that gold. Okay, so as always, we're going to wrap this up. The Alexander stone way. I've got a little velvet box here with some gold trim, and we're just going to place the item of jewellery through the loop just so it stays secure. There we go. And that's how it will look. Wow. most envious of ladies, or anybody who can get away with wearing an item of jewellery like that. I'm not saying men can never wear anything like this, but you have to be of a certain type of guy to pull that off. You need to be confident, and you don't mind what anybody thinks. But let's get this gift wrapped for my very treasured customer, and I hope my ASMR audience enjoys the soft tissue rustles as we wrap this. But as always, does anybody own any Iolite? I need a weight. I'll use these scissors in their collection. It's a beautiful stone. It's not expensive. It is when you get that kind of carat weight. There's a lot of stone in there, but it's classed as semi-precious. But let me know if anybody has any Iolite in their collection. But let's just get this wrapped up. Should have picked a couple of dots off there. Nice square box, which is always easy to wrap. Why can't everything be square when it comes to wrapping? But let's just finish wrapping. So there we have it. And we need some sparkling tape, and we've got some purple here, so we can use that. Right, okay. Let's some sticker problems here. It's normally really what is going on? Finally. So I think we should as I put it in the bag, I'll put a little my branded sticker there, and that should finish it off just nice. But thumbs up if you want, if you like that. But we just need a bag to place it into. Turn that the other way. And of course, we need some extra sparkle in there. So we've got our cubic zirconias. Oops. But if anybody else has some interesting facts about Iolite, drop a comment down below. I can never protest to knowing everything about every gemstone. You do pick up things on your travels, as previously I used to hunt for gems for large manufacturers who needed big quantities. So that was my job, to find distributors who could satisfy the large orders that we would put in for mass production of jewellery. Not that any jewellery is really mass produced, apart from synthetic such as Pandora. That will be quite mass produced, but fine jewellery never tends to be mass produced. But you do need a quantity, a certain quantity to be met when you try and source these gems. Anyway, I digress. Let's put a sticker on this. Just so it has the seal of approval of the ASMR jeweler. There we go. How does that look? Now, got the gems in there. The cubic zirconias rather. We've got our usual sparkling tape, some branding. What's left? Let's put it in a box. So, I haven't had one of these boxes for a long time, but we'll place it in there. How does that look? Looks good, and we'll just close that up. And we've got a bit extra bling on here, but that concludes today's video. So again, if you have enjoyed this presentation and it has helped you relax in some or you've just enjoyed looking at the jewellery and learning a appreciated. And subscribe if you wouldn't mind, and leave a comment. I always love hearing from you. I get some lovely comments from people. We're not trying to be anything on this channel. I'm just really sharing my love of these beautiful gemstones in a slightly different, relaxing way, such as ASMR. So if you enjoy that kind of content, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Well, I've been your host as always, Alexander Stone.